I have been playing with this new watercolor rough grain paper and these Daniel Smith watercolors, and I have created first this one and then this one, as you may have seen in one of my previous videos. And while I love these colors together, I feel like I want to bring in something a little bit more bright. And so I want to try it again with the mixing in the Kuretake watercolors. This one is from the Art Nouveau set, and this one is from the 48 set. So I am going to prep colors. I also want to bring in some of the gold, hopefully, if I remember. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so I have some tape around the edges. I'm still getting used to the roughness of this paper, so I'm hoping that the stickiness of this tape will adhere well enough, and hopefully I won't get it too wet. This paper, even though it says 140 pounds, it seems so much thicker. We'll see. So I don't feel bad putting quite a bit of water on here. And then let's just try something, huh? Let's see. I'm gonna start with the brighter colors first. I'm just trying to get all that pigment out so I don't lose too much. Okay. I want to bring in the starker Lunar violet and mix it in with the bright pink. I think these two will play nicely with each other, and it will brighten up that dark purple a little bit more, hopefully. No plan. I'm just familiarizing myself with the colors and see how they play. I just love this quinacridone deep gold. It is so beautiful. We'll bring it out to the corners here a little bit. Let's see what happens if I give it a little bit more water. See, I almost forgot the gold. I think I'm gonna use this guy today. Yeah, I am very happy that I put these two colors in. We'll just let them play. and see how they mix. All right, let me put a little bit more of the saffron yellow in, just to brighten these spots up a little bit more. Before everything dries, we're gonna bring in some of that gold. Just because when it dries, you can then see a little bit of a shimmer. Okay. Let's play a little bit more with the dark. Pretty. If you're new to watercolors, don't be shy with lathering on the pigment because it always dries a little bit lighter than when it's in its wet stage. Wow, that looks really cool. All right, I want to soften up those edges here. And we might have to mop this up a little bit. Okay, I want a little bit more of that bright pink because it's almost disappearing with all the water. And also the quinacridone purple. I think it might need a little bit more over on that side. And I like to move my paper around. Mop this up a little bit. All right, let's bring in some more of that gold. And some more of the saffron yellow. Something really cool is happening right here. And I love this corner. Alright, so we're gonna tilt it until it dries a little bit more, because there's quite a bit of water still on the paper. Look at this. Wow. I really like what the rough texture does with the watercolors. This is my first time working with this rough paper, and it really gives the watercolor so much texture. It's very cool. All right, it's starting to dry up now. So I think I'm gonna let this dry. And then once it's dry, I will come back and then we can figure out if it needs anything else. Actually, you know what? Before it dries completely, let me put a little bit more gold in it. I might have to wait for it to dry a little bit more, actually, now that I think about it. Before I put more gold in it, because I think it will just disappear. As of now, I can't really see the gold that I put in, but I will wait a little bit, let it dry a little bit more. I want to let it dry naturally. I don't want to bring in the hair dryer because I feel like it needs to dry organically. But anyway, I will be back shortly. All right, it's been about 5 minutes, and now I'm just gonna come in and lay down a little bit more gold, just so we don't disturb too much of the bottom layers. Oh, I just love what happened over here. I'm not gonna disturb that. All right, I'm gonna see how this dries, and then I might add a little bit more. All right, let's pop in just a little bit more. This time I'm gonna just splatter it. Hopefully it'll work and I won't splatter myself too much. I'll give it just a little bit more water here. Come on. Just let it do its thing. Let me have a look. All right, now we're gonna let it dry completely. This is now completely dry, and I really like what it's done. There's some really cool stuff happening here. So I think I will just get into my zone and start doodling. So I probably won't be talking a lot throughout, but I'm just gonna put some music on and then I will be back at the end with my thoughts. Okay, it's done. I'm always surprised at how it's going to look like because I cannot imagine it before I start. And my favorite parts is this one right here and the little bubble plants. I have to say though, because it is rough paper and it is 100% cotton, it is very, very hard on my pens. So don't use your good pens on this type of rough paper. It will destroy your tips. And it is a little funky for me texture-wise to touch. I don't like how rough it is on my hands when I brush over it. So yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the paper. It does give a wonderful like granulation with the watercolors and it blends really well. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, so overall I really enjoy it. I think it turned out cute, different. I don't have any lines in it or anything. So this was just purely finding some structures and doodling over them and bringing them hopefully out a little bit more. So yeah, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you will be back for my next one next week.